My house is a mess. That's okay. I live alone, so I haven't found Mrs. Wright yet to come in here and do all this for me. About out of coffee. Sure, he makes the world better. In case it wasn't apparent yet, as I said, I'm single. This is the refrigerator of a single man. And this right here is one of those things that you should be embarrassed about as a 32-year-old adult male. But I'm not. It's about to get really, really light colored in here. Alright. Show y'all how a grown man makes coffee right here. Gotta have a little something sweet, but low calories. That's why you go with a sweet and low, alright? You don't want to be a big boy all your life. Alright, now that's the way a lot of people drink it right there, even without the sweet and low with the sugar. And that's cool and all, I mean, if you want to be a weirdo. But this right here is how you make something taste good. Cool it off where my sensitive little tongue can handle it. And I mean, some people be embarrassed about that, but let me tell you something about that right there. That is delicious. Oh yeah, look, it's a little warm still. Let's cool it off a little bit more. Alright, that ought to be good. Let's get it popping. Alright, so I got my coffee. Getting there, it's just right. Sun Dolphin, loaded up. It's dark out still. It's pretty early. It's a little after 5, but I gotta be at work at about 7:30. So we'll go out there for about an hour this morning and drop the boat into the pond where I work. Try to catch a couple. That's one thing I like about a kayak is I've had this thing loaded up for the last few days, and if there's a little low water in the hole, you can drop it in. I'm gonna drop it in it, and pretty convenient on that side of things. But tried to do a little video this morning, 5 favorite pond baits. See a lot of people doing, 5 favorite this, that, and the other, whatever. Seems real popular. I'm gonna try it out. Don't always have to have something to do for a video, but we're gonna try to do that this morning and see if we can catch them. I think I'm gonna go with a Texas rig. Is obviously one. You can catch them on a Texas rig all year round in the pond. A spinnerbait, another good one. A buzz bait this time of year, and probably a lipless crankbait, rattle trap, and then the 5th one, I can't decide if I'm gonna go with a frog, a topwater, or a chatterbait. But the other 4 for sure, and then I'm gonna pick one of those 3 for the 5th one, and the other 2 will be close 6th and 7th. So anyway, got the truck loaded up, got the rods inside. Let's go fishing. First thing you want to do when you put it in a pond is check for snakes, because be a real bad start to the day. A pretty clean spot right here. I'd like to think maybe I learned something from my first trip out, but more than likely I'm just a little overconfident, just enough to actually go swimming like I've been threatening to. We'll see. Maybe I have learned a little. One thing I've definitely learned is this thing hurts my back. Again, you can't complain. It's a $300 boat, and it floats. And it fishes pretty good. So, got a tip from one of my guys on Instagram. Shout out. To use a little throwable cushion, something like that. That's where I went through my tackle yesterday. See what I wanted to keep in my box from my last trip. This is what made the box. Got a couple of extra things in here to try, but something like a topwater. This is the new popper from Monster Bass I've been throwing a lot. Pretty good little popper. They bite it in here. So I'm gonna go with a sexy dog in here. That's a cute little guy. A lot of times with a walking style topwater, if it doesn't have a split ring, I'll tie a loop knot. But I'm not gonna do that right now. It's a lot easier to tie a loop knot too in monofilament than it is braid. I got braid on here. All right. Let's go fishing. Go ahead and get the angler app going here. Fish mode, start. Connect my devices. Hit my button. All right. I'm now connected. See if we can't catch a couple. Get the angler app here where we'll know how long it took me to get it done. Like I said, I ain't got about an hour to try it, so let's give it a shot. See if I got any better at getting in this thing. I highly doubt it. Let's see if I can do this a little smoother. I got to get better at this because for a little rookie it's one thing, but once you get out here and become a true professional, it's this deal like I'm getting to be. Oh Lord. All right, back in the boat without going in the drink. Can already tell the new backrest here is going to help. Putting this throw cushion in here. Let's see if we can't catch a couple. One thing I did not do today, that I swore I was going to do if I ever came in a kayak again, is wear long pants. But it's overcast. I'm only going to be out here for about an hour. But I don't know if you can tell, my legs got tore up a couple of days ago. Super blistered. I'm getting me some long pants to try out that my buddy Alex Rudd recommended. And see if that don't make it a little bit better. I need some lightweight long pants because I ain't getting back into that blistered game. I've rubbed aloe vera on my legs. Whew. All right, let's catch one. Oh, sexy dog looks good this morning. So, let's talk about my top 5. The first one I picked up this morning is a topwater. Now for me, a topwater, you know, popper, spook, Sammy, this little sexy dog from Strike King, something like that, I'm gonna have rigged up anytime I can throw it in my top 5 because I love a topwater bite. So, private, public, river, lake, pond, land or sea. I guess not land. I guess if you're fishing from the bank. But anyway, any time of the year I can throw a topwater, I'm gonna have one rigged up because it's awesome. So topwater's in my top 5. I'm gonna show you why. Oh my gosh, never hooked her. There she goes. A little bitty guy, that was a crunch. I'm gonna count it though. Heck, you know what? That's why I like throwing a topwater, because I just had a lot of fun catching a 10-inch bass. That son gun crushed it. Now I just want to throw a topwater all morning, but I gotta try to catch them on 5 different things right quick. That son gun crushed it. Little guy. That was fun though. All right, dang. Said now I want to just throw that all morning, but tell you what I will do. You got to make like 2 casts with that. But I'll just go with a buzz bait for a little while. Oh, gotta mark it. Put her in the angler app. Even when you're pond fishing, it's kind of cool. Like one thing I'm thinking about doing, I was talking to the guys over at Angler about like if they got the capabilities of keeping up with it. I figured they did, but I just didn't know how to find it in the app. I'm thinking about doing a challenge, a year-long challenge. A few years back, I tried to catch, did a little deal with Wired to Fish where I tried to catch 100 kickers, is what I called them. Basically 100 bass over 4 pounds in a calendar year. It's called Quest for 100 Kickers. Some of y'all might have seen it. I stopped, I got to about 40 because I realized I wasn't going to make it to 100. And you don't realize how many 3 1/4 pound to 3.99 bass you catch until you're trying to catch a 4-pounder. But anyway, I thought about doing with angler, seeing if I could catch some number of bass and log them in the app, whether it's 500 or 1,000 or whatever, over the course of a year. Just log every single fish I caught and see if I can log that many of them in a year. I don't even really know what kind of a number to pick there. I mean, you watch some of these MLF tournaments now, guys will catch 100 fish, you know. I think one of them, I think they might have caught 100 in one day one time, like 89 or something. So if you go on a lake with a bunch of small fish or just a bunch of fish, you go up north where there's a bunch of smallmouth, I could see catching a bunch. So I don't know if 1,000 is even a big enough number, but I don't live around anything like that. But I could come over here and catch 20 or 30 in a day, or in a few hours sometimes. Go to another pond. So I don't know. It's just something to think about. See if y'all are interested in it. All right, let's see if we can catch one on the buzz bait now. This is a little Nichols buzz bait. I usually put a trailer hook on there, and I got one in my tackle box in case I need it, but I'll try to just catch one on it right quick without it. One smoked it. I need that trailer hook, I bet you. Oh my God. Yep, I gotta put a trailer hook on that thing. Oh, he's still hitting it. All right. Time to put a trailer hook on. That's a trailer hook I use. It's actually like a cut bait hook. I think Mustad makes it. One of our old buddies, Neil Webster, put us on that a long time ago. But you'll see a lot of times fish will get it and they'll have that thing like that right there. They could never come off. That's just a little piece of rubber tubing I put on there. Kind of like surgical tubing to keep it from coming back off. All right, see if we can't take care of that little move they tried to put on us just a second ago. Usually a pretty standard retrieve on a buzz bait, just reel it in slow. But every now and then I give it a little burst of the reel, kind of like popping it, but just use a little burst of the reel, make it throw a little extra water. But most of the time I just reel it in. One thing I've noticed about kayak fishing already, and it's partly because I'm so low in this boat, I don't think you'd have to worry about it if you were a little higher, but it's hard to, it won't be as bad if you're a little higher, but it's hard to hold your rod tip high enough to work your bait, but still have room to set the hook when a bite comes. Like for me to comfortably fish this bait, I'd like to hold the rod kind of up like that right there. But if I do, it's hard for me to get a hook set in the fish. As long as you keep your bait up on the surface, you're not going to get much trouble out of that trailer hook as far as hooking stuff, because it's going to run, with the point up, just like your regular hook. You don't really get in trouble if you kind of let it sink or whatever. But that trailer hook will let you get your hook way back, see it back in the skirt right there. Basically, I'm all the way as far as the skirt goes, so if I come up and slap at it, you get a little better chance of hooking them. That trailer hook. Good God Almighty, that son gonna come over and smoked it. He's sitting right on the bank. A little better fish. That son gonna smoked it. Never even, oh, it come off. Dang. I never even had time to turn the handle. Hell, I gotta actually catch one on it, I think you said. There's a bald eagle, y'all. There's bald eagles over here. It's pretty. He just had another bite since it hit the water. Yep, got it that time. All right. Trying to get this one in the boat here, though. There we go. All right, got one on the buzz bait. That's, like I said, another one of my favorite baits. He actually got the main hook. A Nichols buzz bait. £1.5. All right, put this on the spinner bait. I'm gonna go ahead and put a trailer on this one. Trailer hook. I usually like to use a trailer too, but out here in a pond like this, you get a lot of bites and end up having to change it out a lot. I think we can pull it off. Got two baits out of the way right quick. Get one on this. We're getting a little closer to knocking it out. These fish are sitting right on the bank. Those last two bites, that last one, I was looking at that eagle, and it hit right on the bank. But then it actually came out and got it a little further out. Beautiful morning. It's been 90 to 100 degrees every day. And today it's probably only in the 70s this morning. And it's supposed to be 60 something, I think, tomorrow night. Which is crazy for Alabama this time of year. There's one. Oh man, he hammered it right on the bank. Dang, they're sitting right on the bank. About the time he turned the handle, they hit it. So it's a lot harder to get a good hook set on them from down here real low. One thing I don't feel super comfortable not flipping over. One thing that is pretty cool here is I'm actually able to kind of turn and pull my boat with this spinner bait. Oh, there's one. Another little guy. But look at that trailer hook. Oh, see, come off in the boat. He barely had the trailer. Oh, my goodness. It's a lot more aggressive than in a bass boat. He barely had that trailer hook. That's what got him in the boat. All right, that's three. That's three baits. This is a good place to throw what I'm about to throw next. This is a rattle trap. Lipless crankbait. And there's a brim feeder right up here. I'm always worried about doing that. My rod missing the hole and going in the water. There's a brim feeder right back here. That's probably gonna catch us one on this rattle trap right quick. There's a little bit of a breeze getting started. It's almost chilly. Almost. It's July in Alabama. I don't think it's ever gonna be chilly. All right. Oh, there's my first cast with rattle trap. I tell you, they are right on the bank, man. Right on the bank. Like a decent fish. They might have got me hung up by a tree. There you go. A little better fish here. He's just doing what he wants to. Oh my God. The sucker done turned me a full circle. Oh, a little better. I'm trying to get hooked here. These sun guns are feisty out here. All right. Here's one on the old rattle trap. Don't flop fish. I've yet to get a hook in me, and I would rather not do it today. Somehow, 32 years, I've fished without putting a hook in me past the bar, but that's a pretty good little chunk right there. A little better fish. Pretty. Alright, so that's 4 baits. That's the first cast on a rattle trap, which is a pretty good indication of how good the bait is. Well, it's a good pond too, but that's a good pond bait. That joke was right on the bank. I actually thought I was going to be too close and have hook a stick or something, but as soon as I turned the handle, he smoked it. Alright, now, this is really probably, I like fishing a lot more moving stuff, but if I had to suggest one bait for somebody that wanted to pond fish, it'd be a Texas rig. I mean, a worm, creature bait, lizard is good, you know. This is a tomahawk worm from Missile Baits here, but it's got a 5/0, maybe a 4 or 5/0 extra wide gap from VMC, a little less than a ½ ounce weight. Got it pegged, just a simple Texas rig, but for pond fishing year round, it's hard to beat a Texas rig, big worm, something like that. Like I said, I prefer to fish stuff that I can chunk and wind more. There's one. First cast with it. I told you down here around this brim feeder I ought to get a couple bites. 2 different baits, 2 casts in a row. Oh man, they are feisty. That's some jumping jokers. And that's, if I can get her in the boat. Oh. Alright, that's 5 fish on 5 baits. And I probably wasn't even, I didn't even mark that last one. Probably wasn't even 30 minutes. That's fine. This is a good sign of catch and release working. We catch them over here, you know, pretty regularly. Got a good chunk of his lip missing, I would assume, from somebody catching him. But he's still out there doing his thing. All right. There we go. All right, that was fun. This is always the most exciting part. All right. Still hadn't gone in the drink yet. Pretty wet, but hadn't actually gone swimming. All right, so here they are. It's 5 baits for pond fishing. Summertime in particular, but a lot of this stuff works year round except for, you know, the top waters. It's a buzz bait, spinner bait. This is a top water. You don't have to be this one in particular, but they bit it pretty good this morning. Sexy Dog Junior from Strike King. Rattle trap, lipless crankbait. And then a Texas rig, some sort of soft plastics creature bait or a worm like I got there, that tomahawk from Missile Baits. And there you go. That's my 5 favorite pond baits.